I stopped talking to my dad for years. No text, no talking, nothing. And at first it felt like freedom. I didn't enjoy talking to him. I didn't enjoy seeing him. And I loved that. No contact. But then my anxiety didn't go away. My emotional overwhelm was still there. And whenever I thought of him, the same resentment still existed in my body. It wasn't gone. And the word forgiveness wasn't even in my vocabulary. Why? Why would I need to forgive him? Here's what actually changed my life, and a spoiler, it has nothing to do with forgiveness. Let's talk about what healing really looks like when your parents couldn't meet your needs growing up. If you had a chaotic, neglectful, or even abusive upbringing, the pain is real. And sometimes the most obvious choice for ourselves is to shut them out and cut them off. And maybe you've done that already, and maybe you're thinking about that. But here's the thing, shutting them out doesn't actually heal your pain. Trauma doesn't go away with distance. It's what lives inside here in the nervous system. The hypervigilance that we grew up with. The rage, the emotions that are stuck in here. Or maybe the survival responses that we learned of numbing ourselves or shutting down. It lives in here. And I can't remember who this saying comes from, but wherever you go, you will be there. And I know that from personal experience because I moved away. I grew up in Vienna, and then I moved to the UK, and then I moved to Canada, really far away. I'm also half Japanese, so Canada was also far away from Japan, so that was great. The work isn't about fixing them. It's about you tending to your parts that they couldn't meet. So that means showing up for yourself, loving yourself, doing the emotional regulation work, filling the void that they created. But without seeking it externally, you fill the void yourself. You give yourself the self-care, the consistency that they couldn't give you and that you so desperately need right now. And this doesn't require forgiving them or them to change. And sometimes the healthiest thing you can do for yourself while you're doing this inner work is to take a break from them. And this break is not a cutting off and coming from a defensive place. It's coming from a place of not blaming or judging them, but from the need to set boundaries and protect yourself. It's a very different energetic state. And if you're angry at your parents and furious, that's not a failure. That's trapped energy that needs to move out. Healthy aggression is a natural animal expression, a natural emotion when someone crosses our boundaries. And when someone has crossed our boundaries over and over and over and over again, growing up and then throughout our adulthood, yes, that stuff is going to be pent up in our system and needs to come out, but not at them. You learn to express it in a healthy way in front of a neutral party who can hold that space for you. And that is healing. That will shift things. Your healing doesn't rely on their apology, their understanding, or their need to change. If your healing relies on that, you might never get that in this lifetime. The healing comes from you becoming your own parent that you never had. And if this stirs up something in you, if this touches something in you, then check out my series, The Groundwork. It's 4 sessions to help you become somatically in touch with your nervous system, to connect what's stuck here with your childhood experiences, to learn to release and heal those so that you can move on with life. And I want to share with you that I do have a secure attachment with my dad. It took over a decade to heal my relationship with him, but I did a lot of work around it. And for some people that might not be possible, but I want to give you hope that it is possible. Leave me a comment, check out my offerings. I'm happy to start a conversation with you.